My name is Linda Singh, and welcome to the Finding Wisdom Show. I'm here with Roshan Shivcharan, and I'm also here with Chris Boudram. And today we're going to talk about Guyana Chunes. It's a new, actually, it's Guyana Chunes Abbey Radio, and it's a new radio station that we have on the internet. And I'm going to have Roshan tell us a little bit more about that radio program that's
Thank you,
being
Linda.
aired.
It's a pleasure to be here with you on the Finding Wisdom TV show, and just want to tell you that Guyana Tunes it's a brand new and upcoming radio station that is broadcasting around the world. It's making new steps where no one has stepped into before, and it's a radio station where we have a circle of really wonderful experienced people like Terry Gadraj and Mr. Sham Tilak and Anand Hansraj and Chris Ken and a lot of great supporters.
Great. I have Chris here with us, actually. He's a chutney singer, right?
Yes.
And he's well known also. What do you feel about the radio, being aired, the radio program, the songs?
Definitely, it's a wonderful opportunity to be affiliated with these guys, Guyana Tunes and Sevavi Radio. Like Roshan just said, phenomenal set of guys, Mr. Sham Tilak at the helm and Terry Gadraj, and a whole group of wonderful people. I think, it's necessary to have a radio of that quality, that caliber. And one of the good things is, it's being broadcast throughout the world via the web and the TuneIn app. And also, as Roshan did not say, quite possibly the first radio that's been broadcast live on YouTube.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's a brand new medium that no one had. That medium was there, but no one really took advantage of it.
Correct.
And we saw that today, with the growth of cell phone and mobile technology, we need to reach the people. And when we, Guyana Tunes was a challenge between Mr. Sham Tilak and Terry. They made a bet, and I decided to take them on it and started Guyana Tunes. And
Wait, hold on. They made a bet with you?
they made a bet. They said,
Tell us about that. I think the audience would love to know how this happened.
Yeah, it was Mr. Sham Tilak. He's the visionary. He's the dreamer. And one day we were talking, and he said, I'd love to have a radio station for the Save Abbey Foundation. And Terry said that's a great idea, and we talked, and Terry and Sham said, how fast can we get it up and running? And I said, give me 36 hours, I'll get back to you.
Wow, you did that in 36 hours?
In 36 hours, we got a radio station started broadcasting, and we laid the first brick in the ground, and we built everything from there on, and that's where we are today.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about where Guyana Tunes Abbey Radio is headed. What are their intentions for the future? And what kind of music do Guyana Tunes, the Save Abbey radio station, plays?
Well, Guyana Tunes, we're heading in a direction, like I mentioned, we have the Save Abbey Foundation that is the original, brainchild that brought about all the ideas, brought about Team Abbey and what we call Guyana Tunes Abbey Radio. And it's Abbey Radio because it's all about us, what's in us, right? In all of us. And we're not bound to one genre. We're bound to all different genres. At the same time. But when we talk about tunes, it's what we feel about tunes, right? Inside of us, you could be from Trinidad, and it's not about just about the chutney and the soca today, But we talk about the Sundar Popo and the Anand Yankarans and all, back in the days classic, music as well. So that's what Abbey Radio is about.
Like Lata Mangeshkar.
Oh yeah, I mean the Bollywood classics. You grow up as a child listening to these type of music.
And I know you were telling me before, right, when we were sitting and talking before the show started, Chris said, "Oh my God, I wake up every morning and listen to this wonderful girl named Pooja Ram, who does religious music in the morning."
Oh,
How was
absolutely,
that?
absolutely. And that's the good thing about Guyana Tunes and Save Abbey. As Roshan said, we listen to you could anytime you can log on and you will listen to the Lata Mangeshkar, Anand Yankaran. But in the midst of all of that, you will hear the Chris Ken, up and coming guys who doesn't really have a face now in the industry. But you listen to Abbey Radio, Guyana Tunes, and you will hear the Chris Ken, you will hear the Anand Raj, Marissa Deodat, among, mixed up with the Lata Mangeshkar and the Anand Yankaran, who are established, in our community. People know, you call those names and people know who they are, but not so much, Chris Ken or Anand Hansraj. But that is the platform, the vehicle that is the brainchild of Mr. Sham Talak. And I gotta also say that, this gentleman here, Roshan Charan, is an indelible part of this whole project. This man is a technical genius. I mean, he's a wizard. He's the mastermind to me. For that whole concept to come into fruition.
I see. And the good part about it that I've enjoyed finding out and doing my research about Guyana Tunes is that it's going to have different types of music, different types of artists, and sometimes you'll have interviews, but you get a personal touch in music. You want to feel it in your soul. So, like other radio stations, they play tunes when Guyana Tunes play tunes.
We
Well,
bust tunes.
we actually
Right,
have
bust
we actually
tunes.
have we coined a slogan,
Okay.
for Guyana Tunes where they play music and we bust tunes.
Right.
That's
And
correct.
So-
that's what we're about. And like you rightfully said, it's a personal touch, and we like to, our listeners is what's important to us. We want to hear what they want to hear. So you tell us that we like to hear this type of music, and we will play that type of music.
Nice. So where do you, how many DJs do you have at present?
Right now, we have approximately 10 DJs. We have a few more lined up that will be joining on board. Guyana Tunes today, we are broadcasting here in New York. We're broadcasting from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're broadcasting from downtown Georgetown. And like Chris says, we have Pooja Ram that starts off early in the morning, and we have WR Riaz that takes over with Rise with Riaz. And we have lots of other DJs really good, like like Kevin, and the DJ Boss Kevin. We have VJ, we have Shanaz Musical. Lots of really good DJ. Jason Dashrat, DJ Frontline, DJ Gallus. Lots of prominent, really good
and
DJs.
and that's that Guyana Tunes is about. Like he said, he's giving prominence to, even like I said, the faceless. He's talking about the DJ Gallus, and he also in the same sentence talk about WR Riaz in Guyana. WR Riaz is not little. He's not that modest. He is huge. He is one of the premier radio broadcaster in Guyana, quite possibly the entire West Indies.
Really?
Yes,
Wow, I didn't
one
realize
of
that.
the most hardworking guy in radio broadcasting, TV, and entertainment business in Guyana. He's on like 3 or 4 radios.
That's right. He's
Right.
with 3 different networks.
He's got
with
4
iRadio.
programs on the radio. He's got like 2 on the TV,
Yeah.
right? And of course now, giving his talent, sharing his talent with Guyana Tunes. So that's incredible cast that he said there. It's not as modest as he mentioned. It's big.
That's right, and with DJ, like you said, and like DJs, like the Pooja Ram, who are never have an opportunity
Correct.
to DJ or be on the radio, and Abbey Radio Guyana Tunes is about giving opportunity, not to the always about the prominent and having the best, but also having, like the faceless, the
Yeah.
ones that no one knows about,
Yeah.
the one that wants the opportunity to be on the radio,
Absolutely.
you know. And we have like DJ Princess, who phenomenal DJ.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I wanted to know, maybe you could share the story with the audience. How did Pooja Ram get involved with Guyana Tunes?
Well, very interesting, you asked that question, but Poojaram, I always saw her for a long time, always follow Terry, Terry Gadraj, and always comment on his posts and things like that. And, I messaged her one day and she told me a little bit about her story, and it's sad that, there's not enough opportunity given to our youths in Guyana to really get them to work or get education, and when things like that, when they don't get those opportunity, it is where we are today, where we hear about all the suicide and all these things that's happening in Guyana. And in conversation with Pooja, I told her, I says, come on Guyana Tunes, and she's very shy, but she started as a selector on Guyana Tunes, just playing, just busting tunes. And she did a phenomenal job in playing and doing great music. And, today she started talking and hosting her own session. And now she's filling in 4 prominent DJs that when they can make their session, she step in. And just this, this weekend, Pooja did a session for 18 hours.
Wow.
And was able to kept 99% of the listeners on for the entire
That is
session.
awesome.
That is awesome.
And she just hit the record for that.
That is really fantastic.
Thank-
I feel like what Guyana Tunes is doing for people, it's on both ends. It's the DJs are getting a chance, and the listeners are getting a chance to listen to great music. And like they say, music touches the soul. So being able to experience that kind of radio station that just really gets you with the tunes, busting tunes, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
that they play. It's what you need when you have a radio station.
That's right.
And back to Pooja Ram, I'm doing this because she's a female.
She is.
And being a DJ. What do you think about
and,
that?
And I also want to
that's
elaborate
awesome.
a little bit on Pooja Ram. I had the opportunity to meet her when I went for the Pagua celebration in Guyana. She came and she met with me and Terry Gadraj. And I gotta tell you, like Roshan said, quiet, a taciturn, very hard to get her to talk. She's not the type of person that you would imagine to be a host on a radio or any kind of platform, as a matter of fact. But that is what's different about Save Abby and Guyana Tunes. It gives opportunity, like I said, give a face to the faceless. And that's what these guys are doing. Incredible work, bringing out people who, normally, Pooja Ram walks into a radio station, of course, she probably wouldn't get through the door, right? But here she is, broadcasting and hosting shows on Guyana Tunes.
I think
That's the difference.
excellent to have that kind of opportunity, because like any job that you go to for an interview, they always want experience. How do you get experience? You have to get a chance.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So I feel that's great. Can you tell me how our viewers, if they want to tune in to Guyana Tunes, how can they do that, Roshan?
Well, Guyana Tunes today, actually, we haven't officially launched Guyana Tunes. We've been setting and building Guyana Tunes and setting that platform to make sure when we officially launch, Guyana Tunes will be here for a long time to come with the foundation we're building. And we are hoping to launch officially at our Chutney Glow event in September.
Right.
And today, we're happy to say that anyone can listen to Guyana Tunes on YouTube.
Yep.
We're the only East or West Indian station to broadcast live inside of YouTube, both audio and video. You can get us on TuneIn, or you can visit www.guyanatunes.com.
Great. And if somebody wanted to contact you about Guyana Tunes and how they could perhaps be a part of the team,
We are on all social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. You can get in touch with us. Guyana Tunes Abi Radio is trademarked. You search for us in Google and you will find us. contact numbers, everything. You can email us on the website. You'll be able to reach us anytime.
Great.
Yeah, and the
Right.
good thing about the um, people is, they value the public opinion, so you can actually come in there and you can, give your
Leave a
opinion
comment?
about it.
Wow.
I
Okay.
believe you guys have there is a Facebook page, right?
That's right.
Guyana Tunes page. There's also one for Save Abbey if you want to find out more about that. There's also a public chat, right, for the Guyana
That's
Tunes.
right. We have a Guyana Tunes public chat that we invite everyone. You hit it, you message us,
Yeah.
and we will add you into the chat as well. And it's
And it's very active.
simple.
It's very
a
active.
Very active chat.
Sure.
2 o'clock in the morning, you will there's somebody there chatting.
That's right. Someone's always there to listen, and we keep it very clean, and we keep it very straightforward.
Yes.
Everyone is, we make everyone feel like a family,
Correct.
right? And Guyana Tunes will be launching in Aruba, hopefully by the end, in about a
That's-
month or
It's
less.
been an incredible journey
and
indeed.
and Canada as well.
Great. We will talk more about Guyana Tunes, and the viewers out here, you have to tune in to Guyana Tunes, learn more about it. It is growing, so just bear with them during the process of the growth period.
That's right.
And it will be full blast in September. That's the hopes, and I believe it will happen.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your time, and see you next time.